Hello everyone and welcome back to Arctic Retro. And in today's door in the Advent calendar I'm gonna build another cartridge, and it's this one, the Donkey Kong for the Commodore 64. This is the PCB for the cartridge, and it's Donkey Kong. And I got it from the PCB Way shared projects. If you want to find some nice PCBs, then go and visit PCBWay.com. This is a very simple circuit board. It consists of one EEPROM, a 174LS02 and a 174LS273. The O2 is a simple logic NOR gate, and there's 4 of them in one chip, and the 273 is a flip-flop. That's essentially a register or a 8-bit memory. And the EEPROM is a W27C512, which is a 64 kilobyte EEPROM that you can program yourself if you have an EEPROM programmer. So there's not much to it. I have the chips here and I'm gonna solder them in. I'm gonna put the EEPROM in a socket in case I do a mistake when I burn it and I am soldering in. I can't easily take it out afterwards. Alright, let me turn on the trusty old soldering station. So I hope you are all doing fine this Christmas time, and you get some time to relax with your family and do some other things than work and retro computers. I'm gonna start by soldering in the socket. Let me just move away my little Christmas train, which is actually something to hang on my Christmas tree. Nice one. Just gonna fix down the socket so that it stays in place. Let's start the soldering. Clean the tip good first. And I have my soldering iron set to 330 degrees Celsius. And I always solder the opposite corners first. I'm not sure who made these PCBs, but it says Unforgettable of Commodore 64 on PCB Way, so you can go there and check. Alright, that was the first solder session, and yeah, it went okay. Even if it says Donkey Kong, it's a generic PCB that you can use for all 64K EEPROMs or same types of games, depending on the memory banks. I'm not really sure. Then the 2 other chips, I just need to bend the legs a little bit inwards because they don't fit the holes, and as usual, make sure the notch on the chip is aligned with the notch on the PCB. I don't put these in sockets. These are brand new chips, and I doubt there's something wrong with them. So they sit there quite nicely without any additional tape or anything to hold them down. Okay, next solder job. These PCBs are very good. They take solder very easily because they are new. No need for additional flux. Alrighty, that was the soldering. Easy peasy. That took about 5 minutes. So where can you find chips like this? These are regular LS series logic chips, and You can easily find them on eBay on these kits where they sell like 30 or 40 different or maybe 10 different types in a box, but let's say 4 of each. Or you could of course purchase from more professional sellers like DigiKey or Mouser. So now we only need to insert the EEPROM, but we need to program it first. To find the ROM, I went to Planet Emu. They have a lot of old games for all kinds of different platforms, and here I found Donkey Kong 1983. It's in French, but this télécharger means download. You can probably find it many places, and I did Google and I found it on several suspect sites that actually wanted me to download an exe file. So please be aware of that. So here's the file, and it is a CRT file, and that means that you can use it on the Vice emulator. So if you want to test that the game actually works before you waste an EEPROM on burning it, you can just go to the Vice emulator and attach a cartridge image. See if it works. Alright, looks to be working. Before you can burn a CRT or cartridge file, you actually need to convert it to a bin file or binary file, and to do that you can actually use one of the programs in the device emulator. It's called cartconv. So you just open the command prompt, and if you have the bin folder of the Vice emulator install directory in your path, then you just can type cartconv. So this actually takes input file name and an output file name. So what we're gonna do is run cartconv, and the input is Donkey Kong, and the output is yeah, we just call it donkey.bin for short. So now we got a new file, hopefully, yeah, and this is exactly 16K ROM. However, since this is a 16K binary and we have a 64K EEPROM, and I'm not really sure which memory bank that binary should go to, I just make 4 copies of the same binary, and I just want to concatenate them into one file. So now I just copy the donkey into donk1, donk2 and donk3. There we have 4 files, and then I'm gonna copy with a /b that indicates a binary file, donk1 plus donk2 plus donk3 plus donkey bin into donkey64.bin, like that. And now we should have one 64K file called donkey64bin. Yes. Here I am in the software that comes with the programmer, the XG Pro version 11.6, and first I'm going to do is to check if I can read this chip. Yeah, that succeeded, so there is something on it from before, and actually what's there is the same game as I'm gonna burn now, because I tried once before filming. So now I'm just gonna load in the Donkey 64 binary. Just leave the defaults and press OK. So this is actually the cartridge code, the binary code for the game, and you can actually modify it if you want to. Then it's just time to program it, and before I do that I tick off this check ID here, because I don't want to check the ID of the chip, and leave the other settings as is, and then it's just a matter of pressing program. Programming Flash. Alright, that succeeded and it was verified. So now we're ready to test, and I actually just forgot to mention, you of course need to find the correct chip. It's the W27C512 that I got here, and you find that by searching for the name of the chip. Alright, it's time to test. Insert the chip in the cartridge. Oh, and one thing I forgot, I need to clean the backside of the PCB after the soldering. This nice white PCB can't have that black spots. Alright, so I actually tested the ROM and it didn't work, and I have tried different things, but I could not get that ROM to run, so I tried to find another one, and I actually downloaded the 2016 Donkey Kong version, and yeah, and reading on the instructions here on the PCB, on PCBWay, I actually see here that you can use something called the C64 Magic Desk Convert program here, and that's a Python script, and I actually downloaded the PRG file, that's another type of cartridge I think, for the Kong Arcade, and put it into this folder, and then it's simply a matter of running the crtgen.python script, and that actually makes a binary file out of that, and then I load the compilation.bin and program that instead, see if that works. So just follow the instructions, and my understanding is that the PRG is a special type of cartridge that you can use with the Easy Flash cartridge, for example, and that the Python script converts that to CRT actually, and runs the program. You can actually add a menu as well, but I didn't do that. It is just supposed to run it directly now. So let's see if that works. Just gonna insert the cartridge. Alright, turning on. Alright, something's happening. Aha! Oh, so that's the one that has this great intro tune. Adrian Black uses this a lot in his videos in the Digital Basement, so I have heard this before. So I don't know what is wrong with the other ROM. I didn't investigate too much. I didn't want to use too much time on this video, but alright, so now we can play. Let's see now. Joystick up. I have never played this version. This was made in 2016. No. Oops. So I think I started a two-player game now. Okay, come on now. No, almost there. Alright, the cartridge is working just fine, so I think that will be it. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you liked it, then please hit the like button or subscribe. And as usual, thanks a lot to my supporters at Patreon. So thanks for watching. See you. Bye bye.